Alright guys, well welcome back. I guess you're probably wondering where I've been. Hadn't made a video in a while other than Labor Day weekend fishing with Jared out there in West Texas. But getting back out on the water again today with Mark. And officially got the new kayak out for the second time. This is the first video with it, so hopefully I can actually make a video and post it. Y'all can see the new kayak. But this is it. I got the Wilderness Systems Radar 115 pedals with a Helix pedal drive. This is the second time I've got it out. So far it's doing good, just getting adjusted to not paddling anymore and making those, you know, on the dime turns. You know, I've got to get used to being able to make water turns, backing up and all that. But I like it so far. I definitely can cover some water. So maybe we can land some fish from it today. With me and Mark back out here, I hadn't fished with him in about a couple months or so. It's been a while, but we got on him out here last time. Water's kind of high, flooded. We've had a lot of rain down here on the Gulf Coast, but hopefully we can get on them. We'll see what we can do. We got an evening session here for a few hours of light and see if we can get back on them. Stay with us. First one, guys. Check it out. Nice little small one, man, on the swim bait. Me and Mark found him up here in the pads. Muddy water. We just switched to swim baits, you know, trying to add some flash to it. That's it. Wicked weights and neck and ish on the swim bait. Nice little small one, man. We get it measured up and let it go. All right, just over 15. Alright guys, well that did not go as planned as I wanted it to. That was the only fish I ended up with. I hooked up with another 5, 6, or 7. Couldn't get them landed to the boat. Had one jump real close to me, just couldn't get them in. I don't know if I was losing them just on my hook sets or the vegetation, or they just weren't hitting it good. But that was the only one I caught. Mark was in the channel about 20 or 30 yards from me, and he was picking them apart as we were going down there. The bite turned on and we were on fish, and we just couldn't hook up with any more when we left that spot. So we kind of left fish to find fish, which was a mistake on our end. But it was a fun time getting out for the second time in this kayak. But I'm gonna go ahead and get it shown to you, throw the chest mount on, and kind of show you the front to back, the new kayak. Alright guys, well this is it, the Wilderness Systems Radar 115. I got it in the sonar color, which is the green mixed with gray. It's 11.5 feet, just close to 80 pounds, somewhere in that area, and with the pedals it weighs more. So let's go ahead and get started from the front. First thing up front, you got a good firm handle to go with for transport. I like it, that version there, with it going, you know, straight down with the kayak. Makes a good direction for pulling it. After that, you got the bungee cord here up front, just kind of keep your paddle up under. Usually my net just stays right on top of it for easy access, but this works well when you just want to stick your paddle under it. You get the front hatch as well, you know, seal lock and all that. Small storage up front. I probably won't have it for anything I need to stick in it. You know, it's more of a tournament boat, so I don't plan on doing anything in there. This is the flex pod you get, basically where you can mount your fish finder here on top, and you can put your battery inside along with your transducer mount and all that. We'll go ahead and open up the inside. I plan on getting one here soon to mount, and this is probably the way I'll do it. So there's the inside. Hollow through. There's where your transducer can go out the bottom, and it also sits flush with the bottom of the boat. so that you're not messing up your transducer. But yeah, I'll eventually get a battery in there and run all the cords for a fish finder. If anybody's got any recommendations for one, let me know. I'll take one. Definitely looking at them now, trying to see what I can get before some of these tournaments start next year. For the front camera mount, I'm gonna go with the gooseneck up front here. As y'all saw, I had the side boomstick right here on the side, kind of angling off, 45 degrees, looking at the seat. It kind of got in the way, so I'm gonna try this next time with the gooseneck from GoPro. The angle will be kind of from right in there, and then I can change the GoPro, zoom in and all that, whether or not I want it out far or closer to it. But that's kind of the angle where it'll sit from right there. So that looks good for me. So we'll see how that goes. Here's the back side, looking at the Helix pedal drive. You got the propel there, you got the quick release, brings up your pedals, the shaft that it's on, the pedals itself. So what happens is this comes back, locks in place, and then you'll push this straight down, and you lock in with these side pins as well. If you can see those, it's all stainless aluminum, all waterproof. I'll give you a side angle here too. So this is kind of the position it sits in before you drop it down. But you'll push down on here, it drops down into the mounting bracket, and then your pedals are flush with the deck for the most part. But with that quick release handle back here, you just press that in with lining the propeller up. It's got to be straight up. Basically the pedals, you'll have one up here, and the other side, vertically up under it, and that lines the propeller up to go inside there. Hit your deal, come straight up, and then your pedals are out of the water, and you can leave it like that. That way you can keep fishing, and then you have easy access to getting it back down. You got your center hatch right here under the seat. I haven't used it yet. Probably never will be able to get into it, but that's it there. My seat has to come up so far forward because of how short I am, so that will probably never get used, but I'll try it out eventually. So it's the Wilderness seat, the Air Pro Max, I believe is what it is. Pretty comfortable. You got the adjustable straps. It comes down. I tie it off with the bungee cord in the corner there to keep it for transport, and then up position about right there. As you can tell, I've got mine way up front, which gives me all this rail access in the back to put more accessories if needed, and also gives me more room back here behind the seat for storage just from the open deck. So here's the rotor control. This is in the stowaway position, the bungee cord on top of it, and to get it where you want to use it, you pull straight out, center it up, and that puts your rudder centered in the back. And so with your rudder centered right there, drop down, go ahead and show you. See it? Got the turn left, okay, going right. Basically when you pull this, go forward, it turns you to the left. That will turn you to the right. It takes some getting used to, since it's not an actual left and right, it's forward and back, but pretty easy to figure it out after a couple tries out on the water. Alright, so on the back of the seat, I mounted the Wilderness System solar panel. I got it bungeed off just all the way around the seat, kind of loose in the back here, but allows me to get power, and there's a USB hookup inside of a pocket right here that I can hook up for my batteries or phone or just something I need to charge during the day. So as long as this has some kind of sun angle on it, I'll be able to keep power maintained to it for most of the day. Right before you get to the back storage, you have this bungee cord here, which you're able to fit a tackle box in there. Let me go ahead and grab that. So there's a Plano box that fits exactly in there. I believe it's the 36 or 3700 series. I'm not sure. Just look for the one that's this size that fits exactly perfectly molded into that little cubby hole back here for it. That's where I'm going to have to keep extra supplies for being on the water that I want quick access to. So in the back, in the open storage well, I ended up getting the Wilderness Systems crate that fits perfectly inside with the 4 rod holders and the inside, and the lid's got some storage. So I'll go ahead and take that out to you and show it to you real quick. But I got it mounted back here. It fits pretty good. I've liked it so far. Used it once, but let's go ahead and check it out. Alright guys, so this is it. Starting from the top, the lid opens up and you kind of got this tray. It doesn't remove, it's just in place, set screws into it, and you got a couple sections here where you can put some light tackle, things like that that you want quick access to. Lid drops down, you snap it back in. Going inside the main storage here, you have the two clips, and then you get a couple dividers here. Of course, mine's unorganized, which you get 2 dividers that come with it, and they slid in these little slots right here as well. You got 4 different spots you can put them, and I think you can get more of these if you want them, but I'll figure out eventually what I want in them. and I believe you can fit 5 or 6 of these boxes in here. Actually, let's try. Let me get all the ones I have. So it looks like you can fit 8 in here, more than I thought in this position. And if you use that other box that I had, I think you can put 2 or 3 of those in there. And it'd be opposite direction like this, that way it would fit. But 8 of these 3700 boxes that I like, I pretty much usually take 4 or 5 with me, but hey, this will hold more if you need it. So here's the 2 rod holders on this side. The opposite side is just like it mirrored. I've got them going straight up position. I believe you can angle them back using these different set screw placements here on the side, where it's kind of more at about an 80-degree angle or so. Kind of angle them back if you want them away from you. To keep it in place, I found these straps at Home Depot. It's just Velcro and a D-ring, and I just mounted around the eye that goes back there on the open well tank. I'll show you that. I just run that Velcro right through here and strap it down, and it holds it in place. So opposite side of the kayak, I've got my paddle holders here mounted. Got a Yak Attack paddle holder here on that rail, and then one on the back side. It just allows me to keep it here on the side for easy access. Stays out of the way of the rudder cable. They have it where you can mount it here with this bungee cord, but I found it was getting in the way for pulling up my rudder, since I do it a lot, being in shallow and deep water changing. But it just got in the way, so I made that option there to be able to put it up here and grab it a little bit easier. And it just went far enough forward where it wasn't in my way. I don't really have anything mounted that side yet. So for right now, that's where it's going to sit. It's got easy access, and it stays out of the way of the actual back rudder. So a modification I made to the actual rudder cable, as if you can tell, it had a set screw here, one of these inserts there as well, and it had the plastic washers here. It had one here and here as well, where the cable had come down the side of the kayak, ran through these 2 here, and then went into the rudder. I was getting a lot of friction. It was hard to bring the rudder up and down with the cable, so I found online with a couple people on the Wilderness Systems Facebook page that you could mount it up here with the mounting bungee cord back here for the back tank. So what I did is I took another washer here, and it's actually super glued onto another one, and now you have room for that rudder cable to fit through. Hopefully you can see that there. As you can tell, it's kind of free floating there. I just took 2, glued them to each other, and now it's a little bit more of a direct path going to the rudder cable, if you can tell, rather than going around the side of the kayak here and just adding more friction to the cable. Also, you can take some WD-40 or whatnot and spray back here in the lines here. That way it has less friction. It was just being tough at first. I think after you use it a while, it eases up, but now it's not bad after 2 times. So we'll see how it goes. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it on the kayak. Again, that wasn't a complete review video. It was just more way I got things set up and some components of the kayak for y'all to see. For anybody who's interested in the Wilderness Systems, I'm kind of new into their boats as well, so I'm trying this one out and we'll see how it goes. But if you have any questions, let me know. We're closing in on 300 subscribers. Got a few items I want to get out to y'all once we get to it. I'm sitting at like 268, 269, so another 30 more or so. Hopefully we can get it before the end of the year as I make some more videos. I got some trips planned for basically the rest of the year, October, November, and December, whether it be hunting trips or fishing trips with some people around the Texas area. But let's check out these items I want to give away to y'all. Alright, so I got 2 companies that have been keeping me in the game pretty much since about June. Trying out some of their products and getting on with their team. Another one is just I got lucked out, got a giveaway from the items from them, and ended up ordering some more. So first, I got Justin Sullivan's Neck and Custom Baits out of East Texas. I got a pack of his 4.5-inch hog, candy bug crawls, basically just a brush hog. You could put that Texas rig, shaky head, you know, pretty much however you want for those. And also got a pack of black and blue flake, just buzz crawls, 4 inches. Our waters start to get darker, muddier as we get to winter time, so I figured I'd choose some darker baits. I figured most people's water gets a little nastier this time of the year, so hopefully this will help you out. Okay, so next I got Wicked Weights. I got one of their Wicked Willows. I think it's the 4/0 or 5/0. Sergeant shaky head hooks that you could put, you know, shaky head worms, whatnot, finesse. Wacky worm hooks, which is a Clara head, and their new item, the Tomahawk weights. Get one of those out to y'all so you can try it. Basically, it's a new style Texas weight, you know, flipping, punching, whatever you want to do with it. Skipping definitely works good for skipping baits. I like it on craw baits especially. Also from them, Jim with Wicked Weights came out with some chatterbaits. I got a black and blue 1/2 ounce chatterbait, as well as a Tennessee shad 1/2 inch chatterbait. So hopefully I can get a winner here soon and get these products out of here to y'all soon. Thanks. Guys, I appreciate y'all watching again. I know it's been a while since I made a video, But I was glad to finally get one out there, keep everybody updated with what's going on. Again, when we hit 300 subscribers, the next video, if you comment on it, that'll get you entered. But again, we're just trying to get 300 first, and these are the items I got, ready to ship out when we get to that mark. But keep in touch with me. If you got any questions about anything else I use, the wicked weights, my cane rods, the Nack and Inch baits, any of that stuff, or the kayak itself, just hit me up on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. Drop a comment, send a message, whatever you need to do, get a hold of me. But other than that, I appreciate y'all watching this one. Take care. Thanks.